Shalom Israel. First and foremost, we give all praises, all honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Al Shai, Bashem Kakadash, to the apostles, and else great millstone for teaching us his truth, peace, and blessings to the hopeful election of Shalom. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, and Hebrew Bashem is the name, and Yahweh Shai is the name of the God's Son. Back in our lesson, and as you know, the title, The Truth is Coming Out. Now, pretty much we go into the situation dealing with Cat Williams and him pretty much exposing the industry, as well as going in heavily on these celebrities, as well as pretty much exposing how this devil operates. Going into certain things that you need to do in order to obtain fame and praise on this side, as well as you had many other celebrities kind of do. And that's why you see when those celebrities come out and say certain things, a lot of things are taken from them and removed from them. You know, for example, look at that, Nick Cannon situation that happened a while back, where he came out and said certain things about this truth, and he deeply regretted it. He got his show removed, he got canceled and all these different things, and he came out, apologized, said sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about and all these different things, and he got everything given back to him. So they're just really going to show that these dudes are under their thumbs. A lot of these guys are a bunch of puppets, but as well as going to show who you can't criticize or go against. As you saw with, Kyrie Irving and Kanye West, what happened with them, which ultimately they were nothing but puppets in order to bring, heat to this truth. But as you see, the cancellation that took place and all these different things that happened. So we're going to get these few videos out the way, as well as get another video going into the Epstein list, coming out again for, I believe, for the second time, which now it has less names on it. So you already know these devils are trying to do everything that they can in order to keep things hidden and under wraps, but you can't stop this truth. So we're going to get these out the way, get a couple scriptures at hand, and those lines be edifying and to the point.
What the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job.
And it's also not his first time, coming on saying certain things. And that's why you see him not really being pushed as hard as these other celebrities, in terms of, fame and, wealth, for lack of better words.
Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years?
And you saw the same thing, I believe, happen with Dave Chappelle. He came out and said and spoke on certain things,
What I say ain't the case. It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with, don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
Absolutely.
And he always was. That doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same. That's how a legacy is built.
So
all of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, it's 3 other black guys on there. Woo! Huh.
Yeah, I see a lot of these jigs are willing to pretty much do everything and anything in order to obtain, a decent spot, a decent position, in this devil's kingdom, to obtain fame and praise and wealth and all these different things. So that's why you see a lot of these jigs selling out. And only a lot of them are impatient men, especially you have a lot of these guys that know this truth, selling out, taking the bag, because they want everything now. They're trying to make what's the plan for? Make a so-called living on this side, be a so-called somebody on this side. When this place is getting ready to be destroyed. That's why I keep going to Luke 6, I believe it's Luke 6. Going to, woe unto you that are rich. It's like, woe unto you that are rich. Before you receive your consolation. Or if you're paraphrasing, we're trying to get that scripture later on. What else can you want?
So you wonder what they did to get
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. You know what the number one...
And that's why you see a lot of these celebrities are used as puppets in order to push, E's agenda, which you see in many situations. For example, you had Little Uzi Vert a while back. Pretty much where you had Elon Musk pretty much beginning the idea of, pushing the Neuralink and all that, and you had Little Uzi Vert coming saying, I can't wait for that, and all these different things. And you have Jake that pretty much worships and looks up to these celebrities. So you're already going to have a lot of them following after their ways and all these different things. You already see how Jake is when it comes to, the new Jays, and all these different things. So imagine when that comes out. The next big thing, the next big wave, Listen, you want.
Are you related to Luda?
No, so there was a crossroads where we were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us, we were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points. And the next person, they said, was going to get $200 million because they were going to pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies. And that's how the conversation happened. One of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Cat Williams. Now, one person ended up with a light-skinned, ugly-faced wife that's never done it. Remember I told you that if I say that, it applied to 7 people?
Yes.
It's part of what they give you. Okay? I didn't get it. I'm not mad about it.
How much money they give? 200?
Sir, Fast and Furious is on what number right
10.
now?
200 million. I might need to get me one of them old women look the same.
That's what they all end up saying at the end of the day. Kevin told you he wasn't going to wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision.
And that's part of the ritual. That's why you see LeBron James and D Wade and many of these Jake rappers and celebrities coming out wearing dress. Yeah, as you've seen also with Kid Cudi. I feel confident and trying to express myself and all these different things. This was my choice and all that. Just really going to show that these guys are obviously sold out and going to show the things that you need to do in order to keep and to obtain your spot. But we're going to jump to these few last videos I got. I don't want to stall at this mid part too long because I do want to get to the scriptures. So let's jump to the video.
What they did on Epstein's Island might be way worse than
And this also helps push the point across, dealing with his lesson, how the truth is coming out. These devils are being exposed, being revealed. Especially dealing with this list, which I believe came out a while back. I believe it's like the second, if not third time it came out. And now you have less names on it now.
Previously thought, especially Bill Clinton, who was named more than 50 times in a slew of new documents that are set to be unsealed. It is estimated that 187 of the world's wealthiest and most powerful people will be identified by the court. But what is a little concerning is that 3 names were still purposely left out of even these documents.
And there you go, that's what pretty much I was speaking on.
The reasoning behind this was that because these 3 people were still minors when these events took place. Now, Bill Clinton was already known to have visited the island multiple times, but past court documents have censored out his name, so no one really knows what he did on that island. And this is true for all the other people, such as Bill Gates, Stephen Hawking, and Prince Andrews. This is because previous court documents went into pretty extensive detail about the horrible actions that took place on Epstein's Island and his jet, but the people that were doing the actions were almost always referred to as John Doe. These documents set to be released will act as an identifier, telling
this is not a drill, y'all. Them documents finally got released. This shit better have A-list celebrities and politicians quaking in their boots. Let's do a quick little rundown of the first batch of names that got dropped. Everybody and their mama knew this one was.
So just also adding to that main point, we were just playing that other video, see what's going
You not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is? Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and
Which we just pretty much, played that part. I guess it got a little bit more, a couple seconds beforehand from that. But let's get these scripts at hand. Like I said, I don't want to stall the lesson and make it long as it needs to be. There's Luke 6:24, as I briefly mentioned earlier. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received, for ye have received your consolation. You received your prize, your reward. Those jakes that sell, that took the bag, that took the so-called easy way out, that choose to be, part of this beast system and all these different things, you're going to be destroyed, man. Now, also Matthew 16:26 to add into that point. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? There you go. So you see a lot of these guys selling out, taking the bag, and you're seeing the things that they do and gotta do in order to preserve their spot on this side. That's why you get in Isaiah 30:1-3, those that trust in the shadow of Egypt shall be your shame and your confusion. Those are jakes that want to sell out, that want to take the bag, that want to, be a so-called somebody on this side will be destroyed. Simple and plainly put. Let's see what the NLT has to say. And what do you benefit if you gain the whole world but lose your own soul? And what these jakes don't realize, all this is temporary, man. Yahweh Shemashai is getting ready to destroy this place, wreak havoc upon this place, and guess what? Upon the people that is in it. Going back to Zechariah 13:8. 2/3 therein should be cut off and died. The Lord is getting ready to destroy the wicked of our people, man. As well as I believe either 1st or 2nd Peter. Judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. Come on. And that's why scripture going to how we're to detach from the place to leave and be ready to leave these things behind. But those jakes that sell out, that want to be a so-called somebody on this side or attached to this place, they love it here, man. They're fine with it. That's why you see them doing all these wicked and abominable things. Let's continue on. And what do you benefit if you gain the whole world but lose your own soul? Is there anything worth more than your soul? Luke 12:3. And pretty much flying through these, getting the main points. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light. So, going back to the title, the truth is coming out. These devils are being exposed, they're being revealed, for how wicked they are, for who he really is, And you have a lot of these jakes that are trying to say it's water under the bridge, especially just dealing with everything that was done to us as a people, man. Everything the devil has done, he's going to pay. There's no saving Esau Edom, man. And they're going to realize too late, that he is your enemy, man. This devil's going to show his horns, and you see him being exposed for the devil he is. All the wicked and abominable acts that he is doing and has done, he's being exposed, man. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear in the closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. That interview is exploding right now, man. All over TikTok. A lot of people are talking about it. And there's more videos going to what Cat Williams was saying, because he was going in on these other celebrities, man. Now you have a lot of them coming out defending themselves and all these different things. To pretty much just, help him, prove his point. Obadiah 1:6. Now, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? There you go. He's being revealed, man. He's being exposed. Romans 12:2. And it's really just goes to show these devils losing his power, losing his kingdom, man. He's not able to keep things under wraps as he once used to. Because when you see in the past with certain celebrities that came out and said certain things, that pretty much exposed things that are within the industry and things that you have to do, a lot of them were portrayed as bug outs, man. Crazy. They don't know what they're talking about. And usually that happens with many different situations. Romans 12 and 2. You know, that's why you see them not getting as many roles as they once used to. You know, Esau, you know, pulled out that belt and spanked them, man. Publicly humiliated them, you know. Now they seem crazy, not trustworthy, whatever the case may be, you know. But it just goes to show, you know, who you are under, especially those jakes that sell out and that take the bag, man, because you're not a big Esau Edom's puppet, man, you know. And that's why you see him being used in order to push his agenda and all these different things. But we're here, Romans 12 and 2, and be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So we're not to be conformed to this place. We're not to be attached to it. You know, you got to be ready to leave everything behind, man. And I see a lot of these people that are of this world are not. They love it here, especially dealing with these people that are within these industries, man. These jakes that sold out, especially jakes that know this truth, man. Dealing with a lot of these other Israelite camps, IUIC, ICBK, promoting and pushing false doctrine, are now starting to, you know, switch things up. You know, saying the name's not important. We're not to hate Esau, Edom, and all these different things. It is clear as day that they have took the bag, man. And Yahweh Bashim Shai is making known who he's dealing with and who he is not. So kind of you tying a lot of points together within this, you know, lesson right here. A lot of routes you can take this, man. As you're seeing the Epstein list being brought out, you're seeing a lot of things within the industry, especially seeing jakes that know this truth selling out, taking the bag, and ultimately they didn't have this 100% truth in the first place, man. You know? I mean, ultimately, the Lord's not dealing with them. Now it says that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable perfect will of the Most High. 1 John 2 and 15 through 17 added that point. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. And they love the world. They're attached to this place, man. Going back to these other Israelite camps. You know, they're in the house of mirth, man. Making this thing about themselves instead of making it about Yahweh Bashim Shai. And once they saw it, they took the bag. So you see them promoting, pushing false doctrine. Literal confusion. You know? Pushing the names are not important. We don't know the names. We're going to receive a new name in the kingdom. Promoting, pushing the hell doctrine and all these different things. These guys are through, man. You know? And it's like if I'm kind of rambling or just jumping from point to point. But there's so much, information to get in this, man. Or just points to bring out. You know? If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world. And they're of the world, man. No, but just carnally minded jakes, man. As a few brothers like to say, ninjas that know they're Israelites. That's about it. You know? Ain't changing their ways. You know? Still eating pork. And what's just a bunch of carnally minded jakes, man. Now it says, and the world passes away in the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. And those guys chose their side. That's why you got in Luke 6, how they got their consolation. They got their prize, man. They got their reward. Now they're going to reap the consequences of it, man. Matthew 6, 19 through 21. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. So we're storing our riches in the heavens, man. You know, we're investing in Yahweh Bashim Shai. This is how you have, you know, people investing in cryptocurrency, you know, praying and hoping for it to go big. Well, with this, it's rigged, man. And it's rigged to go big. You know, jackpot, man. The jackpots of all jackpots. You know, the kingdom, spiritual power, immortality. Come on. But as you see a lot of these carnally minded jakes, I have dough, I have paper, I have bread now. Well, all that's going to be burned away. Verse 21, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So our mind is on something bigger and better. The kingdom. You know, that's where our spirit's at. Isaiah 31:3. Woe to their bellies, children, saith the Lord, that take counsel not of me, and that cover what they cover not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Verse 2, that walked to go down to Egypt and having an ass to my mouth, to strengthen themselves and strengthen the Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. As you see, they're putting their faith and trust in these devils, man. Especially dealing with these other Israelite camps that have took the bag. Thinking they're able to, have a spot on this side. And a major consequences for that. Verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust and shadow of Egypt your confusion. So it's going to be your shame and your confusion. Now we're going to shut down with these last two scriptures. And, it's like if I kind of rambled a little bit in this lesson, jump from point to point. But Lord's one time to point together the best of my ability, and you're being edified, man. A lot of things to, get in this lesson. But it's Proverbs 11:21, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. So those that want to join hands, with the enemy, with Esau, Edom, with these devils, you're going to get what's coming to you, man. You're going to be destroyed along with them. Psalms 82:5, neither will they understand, they walk on the darkness, all the foundations of the earth are out of course. So everything's out of whack and out of order, and these guys are in a complete veil of darkness, man. Where they see no problem in their doings. And ultimately they're not able to see nor to understand this truth because it is not for them. They're not going to understand it. That's why it keeps going to in the book of Daniel, how the wicked shall not understand. It's not for them in the first place, man. But that's it on that. I do want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Hashem Shai, Hashem Kakadash. They belong to the apostles and else great millstone for teaching us this truth, peace, and blessings is the hope for the Israel. Shalom. See you next one, Lord willing.